the first Friday of every month is always important. That's our big Super Bowl, but even more so today because the Federal Reserve this week decided to hold off on doing anything, preferring to wait for the latest read on the economy. This is what BNP Paribas' Julia Coronado says. The data would need to immediately show a sustained improvement for the Fed not to act in September at its next meeting. Payrolls below 100,000 or data suggesting a similar growth performance to Q2, which came in at 1.4% GDP, would not be good enough. And she goes on to say that an uptick in the jobless rate, which BNP Paribas is expecting for July, higher from the current 8.2%, would lock in action by the Fed. So a lot at stake here. This just kind of synthesizes exactly what's at stake.
July is the ugly month.
The key word there is sustained, though, right? I mean, how can you get any sustained improvement?
You can't get sustained with nominal GDP where it is.
Exactly.
No question about it. But this is an ugly month. We'll talk about this more in the next 2 hours. The seasonal adjustment math here.
It's not the weather impact anymore,
no,
but
it's not about weather.
Else. Yes.
Thank you. That's very good. What do we got, Sheila?
Well, sir, if you're a nerdy investor like me, and if you like to read a lot of these investor letters that
Nerd
come
alert.
out,
Nerd alert.
There is one person that equity investors love to read, and that is Jeremy Grantham of GMO. He is one of those cult-like investors. He came out with his annual letter this week. What does he say? He says Groundhog Day. He says Greece is always about to default. The latest bailout is always going to save the day. China always is about to fall. What is new here? In fact, he says, I'm struggling to find anything new to say at my client meetings. The one thing that he does point out is different this time around is the earnings picture. He said, we've had so many months of sustained earnings growth, also profit growth. He said that one pillar is weakening.